was gonna say, how was your experience in the prison when you first came in? Because
Well,
you are foreigners from there, so I know they treated you different.
yeah. Safety in numbers, I will say, but I'm not saying it was an easy ride. No, that prison changed us. It's changed me. The whole thing's changed me, and I have to accept and I have to live with it. But you're in the police station all day, and then they take me to the prison, and it's dark. It's you've not slept in nearly a week. Your head's going like that. All you can think of is your family, and then you're presented at 11:30 at night. This prison that looks like you're about to enter the gates of hell, and you see the date of when this prison was built, and you're like, it's under British rule. And when they find out there's 6 British coming to that prison, you could see the Indian prison guards doing cartwheels. They were like jubilant. They were like, ha! British, yes, we're going to destroy you, because we were in the state of India that despises British, that cannot grasp that we ruled India once upon a time. So that was it. Their focus is on 6 British. They couldn't care about the rest. You all get treated the same.
So I know they were sending inmates after you guys.
And there was 12 Indians as well. And that's what the worst thing about it is, how they treat their own. You might think, yes, they treat us bad to a degree, but they wouldn't dare lay a finger on us. For starters, we were a big burly bunch. I think there's a couple of Estonian bears would just strangle the guards and just launch them if anything was to.
Did they try you guys? Did they try you guys though?
Not really. I think they were probably thinking. But I know for a fact the Indians, they got hit with latte sticks, 100%. When we used to meet up with them at court, they used to get us to come down from Chennai to Tuticorin. They stayed there. The 12 Indians, they stayed in that first prison for the duration. They kept them away from us because they knew we would be able to protect them in some way from their prison. So they kept them there. And when we saw them in about 4 months' time, when we had to go and do a video call just to keep the popular thing going for the media, they looked like they'd been through fucking hell. They were like, I remember speaking to the chef, and he was crying, saying, "I can't do this. I'm broke." I said, "You can. Keep going. Don't let them give in. Don't give in. Don't let them break you. You know, you've got to keep some spirits high." I'm not saying I went every day in a happy mood. I masked a lot of things. I had to protect myself.
How was the food?
The food was fucking great. Like 5-star fucking 5-star quality. Gordon Ramsay, King Chef.
Sarcasm to the bus.
I have pictures. When my sister sent me a spy pen in the second prison when we.
I want to get into that. The spy pen. How did you get that?
I took pictures, but the food that we got was horrendous. You know, cats, rats, piss, just laid out on the floor. It'd be rotten. There wouldn't be enough. There's 23 guys all in different little cells in this compound.
You was eating rats?
No.
Oh.
But the rats were as big as cats. I wouldn't be going down. It would definitely come to something if I had to eat rats. I probably wouldn't be here today if I had to eat the rats. But 23 guys, and you're getting, at the time, chicken wings and necks. Only once, which would be on a Sunday. You get like 2 kilos of potatoes, kilo of onions, tomatoes, green beans, cabbage. Basically, the meal that because we opted to not have rice and dal, because if we lived on rice and dal, would be like
You said dog?
dal.
Oh, dog.
Dal is
Okay.
it's like a curried kind of sauce,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay. You
I
didn't
don't
want
even
that.
know.
You didn't want that.
It's not. We looked in like, so we decided to cook ourselves. So we created little cook teams. We're not Gordon Ramsay. We're just blokes who are luckily we can make beans and toast without burning the toast and not warming the beans up. But yeah. So we made little teams. So each day we'd try and, but ultimately the food that we ate was like a stew kind of meal. So we tried our best to change the taste of the stew from time to time, but it was difficult. We lost lots of weight.
How did you stay? I was gonna say, how did you stay strong in there? Did you work out in there? Did they have?
Oh, I was skinny. The first prison I went to, I've seen a picture. I was like a rake. We lost loads of weight. We were hardly eating. We were practically starving. One meal a day, and then you would get from the shop, because you get a prison account, that and everything. So we'll get big biscuits.
I saw some pictures though. You guys made like weights with like cinder blocks and stuff.
Yeah, that's in the second prison after we got convicted and stuff like that. So like we went. I experienced 3 different prisons. So obviously we're at the first prison. We're in this like the second prison where we came up to Chennai, and we came up through the night time, and we got there at night time. So our first day there was daylight. So just different compounds, and we were then a compound with Tamil Tigers, Iranian meth dealers, just where all the foreign terrorists go to, foreign criminals. There was loads of Nigerians, loads of people just overstaying their visa welcome, just mixture of people. And then there's us, to the Indian media, terrorists, gun runners.
Yeah.
And the Tamil Tigers and the Nigerians are saying, "Oh, can we get some guns? Can we?" And we're like, what are you on about? We're reading in the newspaper, your gun sellers. Can you get? You got some contacts? And we're like, no, we're not. We work for a security company. You absolute morons. You know what I mean? Absolute crazy. But that's what the media was portraying us out. It was disgusting. The locals hated us, because we're coming to kill them. From our compound to the kitchen to where we had to get our food was 1 mile and a half. We had to go there, getting verbally abused, racially abused, stones thrown at us.
Wow.
Every day. Till we got to the point where one of the guys got hit in the back of the head and he was bleeding. We'd have armed guards escort us. People just pissing, shitting everywhere.
Why did he get hit in the head?
Indians throw stone at him. Because we're terrorists. We're coming to kill them. Their media is portrayed us as. One of the Indians, we walked past one of the compound, he's got his throat slit and his claret's going everywhere. And we're like, what the fuck's going on here?
Slit his own throat?
No, he's had his throat slit, but there's no one giving a fuck.
Wow.
People are like, what in the hell?
Nobody was helping him? He just died?
We don't know.
That's crazy.
We're in hell. We're in hell. There was a complete lockdown because there was a big riot. Well, not the riot that I started. That's in the further prison.
Oh, you started a riot?
I started a riot. Unintentional, but when you're missing your family, tensions can run high. But we were in this prison for up to 6 months. My sister, my birthday is on March the 1st. So we're leading up to Christmas 2013, and we have our embassy coming every week, every fortnight. to see we spend an hour and a half so we can exchange letters. It's the only way we could do it at that time. I tried using the postal service, but my letter was in the jailer's desk for 2 weeks. And I went, I'll take that. I went, and I said to the embassy, they're not even sending my letters home, man. My family doesn't even know what's going on, man.
That is insane.
He says, don't worry, there's some letters. So you're quickly, getting these letters off your family. You're trying to listen to what's going on. You're trying to tell. And you've got about 5 different letters from your family, and you've got to quickly to write a quick response, because that's the only way you could respond to your family.
They was keeping your letters. That is insane.
And your head's going like that, and you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's going on. I'm in prison in a foreign country. Mum, I'm all right. Dad, I'm all right. Lisa, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm using my military background to keep myself going, same as everyone else. We're trying my best to keep going. And then it's getting closer to Christmas, a time where you spend with your family.
Yeah.
And you're in a prison, and you're like, what's going on? And one of the other lads, Billy, he had his family come over. So the embassy says, "Oh, can you stay behind?" And we went away, and he come back to the cell, and he was like, "Oh, I've got some of my family coming. I'm buzzing." And I was like, "Oh, great, that's great," because we tried whenever someone had a visitor, we'd unite, and if you needed any items in like shampoo or to wash yourself, because we were washing in bars of soap in a bucket. That's how we wash. No showers, bucket showers.
Oh, you taking showers with just buckets of water?
Buckets of water, soap.
In every prison you went to?
Yeah. Obviously later on we were able to get shower gel, so it'd be a bit easier. We'll get parcels sent. But in this particular prison at the time, it was whatever we could muster from the prison shop with our prison account. There's a British Prisoners Association called Brits Abroad, Prisoners Abroad. So they would put some money in every 3 months into our prison account, where we could buy biscuits, toothpaste, a toothbrush, the basic necessities that you would need. You had a hole in the floor for the toilet, so we used toilet roll over.
I know, stinking in there.
It is. So we had to keep our hygiene. Mind, there's 23 of us in one compound, but in different cells. I shared a cell with 3 other guys, so it was pretty cramped. Dysentery's going to go through the roof. We all went downhill. I remember walking to the outside toilet, because during the day when we were out of our cells from 6 till 6, before we get locked for the night, we used to keep our cell toilet clean for obvious reasons. So there was knackered toilets, but they were in our commode, so we'll kind of angle the broken door so no one can watch you squatting over a hole in the floor while you're emptying one down the range. And I remember we were all ill, and I'm hobbling, like I'm half dead, and I shit myself, I then puke, I cry, I laugh, I want me mum, and I have to have a shower. I was like, we're going to die in here. I'm going to die.